Hello everyone, Glieken here, bringing you probably the final KLD draft that we'll be doing before Aether Revolt comes out, given that it releases in paper this weekend, which means we might actually get one more KLD draft in before it comes out on Magic Online. But what a way to finish. This pack is actually insane. We're taking Sky Sovereign because it is the best first pick in the set. But we also have Aether Scroll Ancient, which is insane. We have Fairgrounds Warden, which is great. Armorcraft Judge, which is I probably wouldn't take. That's probably like the least of those three that I would be looking. And also Dune Operative, which I think is one of the best uncommons. But we are going to take Sky Sovereign here. Sky for Sovereign is just insane. Absolutely insane. This is actually the first one I've opened both in paper and online, so be fun to actually play it. We can follow it up with a nice Speedway Fanatic, get a nice combo going of turn 2 Fanatic, turn 5 Hasty Sky Sovereign. Nothing truly exciting in this pack. We have I probably would actually take the Spireside Infiltrate before the Speedway Fanatic. We also have Malphite Squad and Glint Sleeve Artisan as two solid pickups. And then also the Iron League Steed. I think I'm between the Iron League Steed and the Glint Sleeve Artisan. I'm going to take the Iron League just because it is cardless. Where Glint Sleeve is our only white card in the pack. And that way we can see a little bit more of where we're supposed to be. Plus, this card is just solid as it is. So we'll just pick that out. Here we can take us a Prophetic Prism, Unlicensed Disintegration, which is solid, as well as Veteran Motorist, which is solid. I kind of like taking the Prism. Just because that way, if we end up in one of these colors, it's a lot easier to splash one of these cards. Yeah, and so we're just going to take that Prism there. We also have Malfunction, which is okay. Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot, which is the poor man's Prophetic Prism. Rush of Vitality is probably the next best card. So it's essentially the question of either taking the gold card, taking the open card, and we're going to take the open card. Oh my god. We can try and go for it. Here I think we take a Tune with Aether. We can also take this Foundry Screecher, given that we do have only artifacts so far. We can also take this Reckless Fireweaver since we only have only artifacts so far, and we've seen a decent amount of red coming through. Kind of like the idea of taking this Attune with Aether here. None of these cards are really exciting. Like it's Attune, Pyrohelix, Fireweaver, or Foundry Screecher. I think we're going to go with the Attune. Ooh, I do like seeing blue when we have artifacts. So it's between Aether Trade Winds, Thriving Turtle, Subtle Strike, and these other cards. I do like me my Aether Trade Winds with Prophetic Prism. I also like Thriving Turtles if we are having Attune with Aether, and this also can like help us get to the long game to our Sky Sovereign. At the same time, Soul Strike is just absolutely solid card. I think seeing at least these two cards makes me want to go blue. Well, then again, people value Aether Trade Winds is high. I think I'm just going to take a Turtle here. We're going to take a Soul Strike here. We're just going to take a Soul Strike. And then we're going to follow it up with either Puzzle Knot or Disappearing Act. I think we're just going to take this Disappearing Act. We are just staying open. So yeah, we'll see if the Soul Strike pick comes up and punishes up. I do kind of want to take the Puzzle Knot, but Disappearing Act is overall, I believe, stronger. Here we'll take Take a tidy conclusion. These are two excellent cards. We'll take a tidy conclusion. Especially going with Disappearing Act, we end up with just a very grindy control deck. I'll be happy that we've picked up one of those. Plus, all these artifacts gains us a whole bunch of life. Plus, we have a Sky Sovereign, so... We have a Sky Sovereign and one creature to crew it currently. So, we have a 5-mana Lightning Bolt currently in our deck. Wow, that is a late Prophetic Prism. Alright. So now we just want to be opening, like, as such late Prophetic. So now we can just play anything. Because as long as we're in one of the colors, we'll be able to pick up anything else. This is going to be a happy deck. It's also making me wish... The second Prophetic Prism makes me wish I took the Aether Trade Winds. Just because that's such a fun combo. So ideal things to open are going to be like Whirler Virtuoso or anything along those lines. Just cards that we can, like, essentially any of the gold cards other than the green-black one will be happy to open. We gonna do? What's a green blue gold card? I'm thinking, like, as soon as I said except for the green black one, I'm like, what are all of the other gold cards? I'm just like, I know Gearsmith is fine. Ooh, oh, we'll take a Windrake here. Between, like, it's essentially between any of these blue cards are decent. I like Failed Inspection more than Rebuff, and I like Windrake. I normally like Windrake more than Wingsmith, but we do have a lot of artifacts, and Wingsmith does crew our Sovereign, but I don't think that pushes us away from just taking good old Windrake. Do I take the Rebuff or do I take the Monitor? I think I take the Monitor. Especially since we do have red. That it can just be a 3-mana 3/2, crews our Sky Sovereign, and if we have the Prophetic Prism, it also gets us the red. And we could just be red. We don't really have a second color yet. We're going to take this Puzzle Knot. I'll take this Tactics. If there's a world that we end up being red, we'll be happy we grabbed that. Pressure Point, we'll get out of here. Anyway, green-blue multicolor card. White-black is Gearsmith. Black-green is Hazardous. Black-red is Unlicensed. Black-white, or I did black-white. Gearsmith, Hazardous. Era of Innovation. Era of Innovation, just hope that we get the Dream. I do think we take Era of Innovation here, because it's either Era of Innovation, Inventor's Fair. It's a card. It's essentially a card that can tutor up our flagship, or it's the flyer, the 2/3 flyer that gets 2 energy. That's the green-blue multicolor card. We got there. So we're gonna take this Era of Innovation because we have plenty of artifacts that we can just get it to be a either energy engine or just a draw engine. And if we end up getting a Whirler Virtuoso, we'll be very happy that we took it. So yeah, we'll just pick that on up. I do like a Blossoming Defense. There's also a Freighter. We don't have too many creatures to crew the Freighter, but we also don't have... We have plenty more to draft, and we will want creatures. Between the Freighter and the Blossoming Defense, and given that we don't necessarily look like we're going to be in green, we're going to take the Freighter. Otherwise, it's taking, like, Appetite for the Unnatural. Edgecrafters is solid. Yeah, we'll just take a Freighter. I do like Oval Chase Daredevil a lot. Especially since the two good cards we have are black in terms of our colors. We do have Era of Innovation, which is solid, and then these two are okay. And we also can just be any color with our two Perfect Prism, but it's looking like we're solidly going to be black. Another Perfect Prism? Probably. How many Perfect Prisms? Too many Perfect Prisms. Yep. We actually, I'm actually also considering the Skygate and the Construct. The Construct can crew our freighter, and the Skygate can hold off the game. But I also have the feeling that one of those will wheel, or that we'll be able to pick one of those at some point, where Perfect Prism is just one of the stronger cards. Here we're going to pick up a Pillar Bug. Pillar Bug is solid. Or do we just want Malphite Squad? I like Pillar Bug more. I like things earlier in the curve. Especially since Pillar Bug can help you stabilize with the life gain. Doesn't crew a ship, but can crew a train. And the train can then crew the ship. These are our dreams. Gluttonous Crane. Get in here. Oh, and Ganji Sentry and Rush of Vitality? Yeah. We're gonna take this Gluttonous Crane. This is exactly like it draws us a card. And in this deck it's looking like it's very easily going to draw us a card. It's an early blocker. We're also going to take Turtle here because it's an early blocker over the Rush of Vitality. Not going to be playing this Renegade Tactics. We're looking like we're just going to be nice, solid, blue-black draw Sky Sovereign deck. And we're still looking for a... we still would just snap take a Whirler Virtuoso with this Era of Innovation. Yeah, I'll just take another Turtle. Take our defense. Wouldn't mind taking this Mind Rot as well. Want a little bit more removal. We only have, what, Tide Conclusions and Subtle Strike and technically Sky Sovereign. Disappearing Act, which can buy back our 4-5 draw spell. Oh my god, this is so sweet. I love Disappearing Act with these. I'd love to see an Aether Trade wins. Given that it looks like we're going to be black, I'm not necessarily regretting the Subtle Strike, but I would definitely not mind seeing an Aether Trade wins here. Especially since in that pack I think I would have taken the Turtle before the trade wins. And I'm glad I have a Subtle Strike over a third Turtle now. So, it all worked out. What's the next pick? This card can actually be huge in this deck. So it's between off-color Puzzle Knot, off-color Flyer, or off-color potential combo piece. I think the off-color Puzzle Knot's what's most important. Here we're going to take this Appetite for the Unnatural over these two cards that don't do much. I can even see, especially with our 3 Prisms, just running this main deck. Fire Weaver's thing. We're going to take the Semi-Rush Rejection. Fortuitous Find is great for what this deck is trying to do. Take a Timepiece. Take a Fog. Yeah! Playable card. That'll stay in our sideboard. Alright, come on, Virtuoso. Come on, second Skyship. So what we need like 1 or 2 more removal spells and another couple like mid to late game creatures that we'd be fine trading away, or just something that can crew the Skyship. And with the 4 2-mana draw cards, this is looking like it's probably going to be a 16-land deck. So we still have 5 open slots. Panharmonicon. Oh my. Panharmonicon gets us double draws, double bolts, double triggers on this, double triggers on this, and then more energy triggers. And then we'll also just look for more things. Or take like Aether Theorist or a Subtle Strike. We're taking Panharmonicon. Who are we kidding? We have 4 draw spells. This turns this into 2-mana divination. It's broken. This card is very good. I think we just take the Doomed Operative though, which is unfortunate just because Long Tusk Cub can be absolutely insane, especially with a turn 1 turtle, turn 2 cub, and you're able to protect it right away. We don't have the deck for Eliminate the Competition. I think we just want Doomed Operative. In the fight, they both trade off. I mean, this is just what we want. You don't really want to be splashing a 2-drop. So even though we have the 3 Prophetic Prisms and be like, oh, splashing greens would be easy, you don't want to splash the cub necessarily. Because later on in the game, even if you have a decent amount of energy, we'll be taking this Kingpin here. Even if you have a decent amount of energy, you'll still need something to get it through, and they'll have bigger things. Yeah, we'll take this Kingpin. This might actually be the first time I played with Kingpin. Yeah, I don't think I've played with it yet. I've played it as a Baleful Strix and Mental Magic, but that's about it. Not taking a Drax. It's between Kingpin and Theorist, and Kingpin kind of does what the Theorist does as well. Ooh, this is interesting. Do we take Subtle Strike, Theorist, Bruiser, or another Turtle? I think we just take Theorist. Theorist gives us another thing to do with our energy, which currently all we're doing is just drawing cards off of Air Innovation. It's a early blocker, which, as I've mentioned, we enjoy. And our deck just isn't the kind of deck that wants a Bruiser. We're not going to be that aggressive. Like, it works well with Train, and it can crew our Sovereign, but that's about it. Do we take Rush of Vitality or draw 3? I think the Rush of Vitality is going to be more important. You can also just take this 4-drop, because this 3/4 is just strangely solid, but I think the Vitality is more important for what we're doing. Or not necessarily for what we're doing, but just more important to have access to. Oh my god, Millwork classes? What are we looking at? We have 5. These are all of our non-creature. Yeah, we're taking it. Oh my god. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 20. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll go for it. Malfunction or security. This is actually really interesting because we did want another removal spell, but we also want another mid to game creature. Those are actually the 2 things that I just asked for at the beginning. Don't think we'll be playing this Rush of Vitality. What is our 12 creatures, 2 of which are turtles? Because we're starting to get to the point of, are we ever crewing this freighter or this skyship? I think we actually need the security more than we need this, the malfunction. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, Subtle Strike or these cards that are worse than Subtle Strike. Okay, that was... yeah, that was an easier question. I'll stop talking now. I'll take Subtle Strike. Oh my god, that Gear Seeker Serpent. I can see a world where we want to bring in rats. Probably is the same world where we bring in a second monitor. Or I guess I could see a world where we bring in High Spire Artisan, actually. I'll bring... Yeah. Turtle. Smash. Demolish. Oh my god. Oh, what do we cut? We've cut this fast monitor, probably. Probably cut a turtle. Or we just do the all-in turtle plan. Oh my god. Yeah, that late serpent, that metalwork colossus. That Panharmonicon. Alright, so what's Panharmonicon actually copying? Other than we have Prophetic Prisms, which is actually just fine. And fake Prophetic Prism. You get a double scry off of that. Double Glint Nest. That doubles. I'm not going to count too much my energies. Double Fabricate there. That doubles. And that's it. And then it's also just 4 less mana for Metalwork Colossus. I think we do run the triple turtle. Because that can also just be another plan of just amass a bunch of it. Like, if you go turtle, you have 1 offense turtle and then 2 defense turtles. Because a 3/6 is big. 3/6 could also create the freighter. Are we cutting Windrake? Is that what we're cutting? What are we cutting? With all the turtles, Subtle Strike is also pretty good as well. So we'll keep both of those. I do like the Disappearing Act. I think we cut this Weld Fast monitor. I need to cut 3 more cards. Probably cut 1 turtle, maybe. Maybe cut Era. We have 4. We have 5 draw thick spells. And Era's also takes up mana. And also, since we don't have too much of a like energy outlet. Yeah. Get rid of Era. Do we cut like Windrake? I do like having Fortune's Fine. Do we cut Freighter? I don't think we cut Freighter. Like, while we're a little bit low on creature count for Freighter, it's both counting as Metalwork Colossus mana, as well as the fact that, like, if we do end up with an aggressive draw, it is just something that can win games. So, we probably shouldn't be playing Panharmonicon. But this is the last draft. Maybe. Or maybe just cut this club security. And of course, the more I'm cutting creatures, the more I'm thinking we cut a Renegade Freighter. I think we cut a turtle. 2 turtles should be... 2 turtles plus... We have a 1/3, a 1/4, and a 1/3. We can cut a turtle. And maybe the Fortress Find is just sideboard. Yeah, I think since... Like, Fortune's Find was, I think, important when before we got these two cards because we didn't have too much way to or like we didn't have too many threats, but this recurs itself and now we have 3 major threats. So I think the Fortune is fine. It's just sideboard against removal heavy deck. And with all the scry and draw that we have in this deck, I'm fine running 16 lands. Especially since like realistically our curve stops at 5. Maybe this will cost like 6 or 7. Or it can cost nothing. That's our actual mana curve here. There's our mana curve. Alright, we definitely want more blue than black. And it also doesn't truly matter because of all of our Fag Prisms. We're going to be... Yep, 8-8 seems fine. Maybe 9-7? Because we have 3 Prisms and the turtle... Like, most of our 2-drops are... Most of our 1 and 2 drop... Most of our early game, that's the word, is blue. So maybe we actually... I think we do 9-7. 9-7 seems fine. And here's our deck. Let's go 0-3 with this. Yeah, this deck is sweet. I don't even care if we lose. This deck is sweet. Should not be running Panharmonicon, but this deck is sweet. Let's go.